Hey guys, welcome to Atlas of Nutrition. My name is Summer and today I'll be showing you how to hide more vegetables in fried rice. Fried rice is something super easy to make and you can incorporate a lot of vegetables into it. The real quick backstory to this recipe is that my son loves rice, but when I'd put a scoop of rice and a scoop of vegetables on his plate, only the rice would be gone. Once I started making fried rice, he didn't really notice the vegetables, so I kept adding more and more to where now there's more vegetables than any of the other ingredients combined. I'm so excited to share this recipe with you guys, so let's get started. A lot of professional chefs recommend using old rice, meaning that it was made the night before, but when I'm making fried rice, I typically want to make the rice with my vegetables. It times out about the same and I don't see that much of a difference between the old rice and the fresh rice. For those of you who don't have a rice cooker or instant pot, I'll be showing you real quick how to do it on the stovetop. First, you always want to wash your rice. Pour water in, swirl it, drain it, typically until it runs clear to make sure that it's clean. White rice is usually a 1-to-1 water ratio, meaning 1 cup of rice needs 1 cup of water, but on the stovetop, it can be more like 1 cup of rice needs 1 1/4 cup of water to 1 1/2 cup of water. But we'll start with 1 cup and then add more as needed. Then you want to bring it to a boil, cover it, and reduce the heat to a low simmer for about 15 minutes. The ultimate goal of this dish is to have more vegetables than rice, so I'm going to be using an assortment of vegetables. You do not have to use 5 different vegetables, you can use whatever is in your fridge. So starting with the carrots, I'll be trimming the ends off, cutting them down the middle, and dicing them to about the size of a pea. For the broccoli, I'll be trimming them off of the main stem, then dicing it from there. Bell peppers are a very flavorful vegetable and they take a little bit longer to cook, so if you don't want to know that there's a lot of vegetables in this dish, I wouldn't recommend using bell peppers. But if you do, you just want to cut the top off, seed it, cut it into strips and dice it like the rest. Mushrooms are a great addition to this recipe, however they cook faster than a lot of the other vegetables, so you want to slice them, not dice them. Like I said, the ultimate goal for this recipe is to have more vegetables than rice. Here I have 2.5 cups of vegetables for my 1 cup of rice cooking on the stovetop. With a generous drizzle of olive oil, I'm going to heat my pan over medium heat. Just a quick check on my rice to make sure it's still simmering. This may be the time where you have to add another 1/4 cup or 1/2 cup of water just to make sure the rice cooks all the way through. Once my pan is hot, I'll be adding my diced vegetables as well as some frozen peas, stirring it and putting the lid on top. If I didn't add the frozen peas, I would have added a few tablespoons of water just so that there's some moisture in there for steam to rise, be trapped by the lid, and cook the vegetables thoroughly. While the vegetables take their time cooking, you want to stir them every few minutes just so that they don't burn. Once your rice is done, you want to remove it from heat, remove the lid, and fluff it. This is why I enjoy cooking rice at the same time as the vegetables. Once the rice is done, then it's time to check your vegetables to see if they're cooked. So I'll be picking up a tiny piece of carrot and testing it since it is the hardest vegetable of the group, and since it is cooked thoroughly, I'll be adding my eggs. So you can crack your eggs into a separate bowl, scramble them, then add them to your diced vegetables. However, I just did it the quick way by cracking them straight into the pan and scrambling them by stirring. I'll be putting about 2 tablespoons of soy sauce into mine and stirring it up. So once your eggs are just about cooked, then it's time to add your rice. So that's it for today's recipe. Thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to hit that like button if you recreate this, and let me know in the comments down below what vegetables you were able to hide. Don't forget to subscribe, and we'll see you next time.